One thing I hear again and again, especially in the early stages of growth, all moments of change, is my head feels full, I'm constantly reacting, I just can't think clearly. As women founders, we carry a lot. Every decision, every opportunity, every problem, it can sometimes feel personal because businesses sometimes do. And when you're growing something with purpose, uncertainty can show up fast. One thing I hear again and again, especially in the early stages of growth, all moments of change, is my head feels full, I'm constantly reacting, I just can't think clearly. Well, this is completely normal. The external world is unpredictable. Things do move quickly and emotionally. It is like a roller coaster. Highs when something lands and lows when something kind of slips away. What matters is not the chaos, it's how you move through it, because you cannot lead your next phase of growth with a reactive mind. And what better time to do this as we're looking into a brand new year. At Wyseminds, we use a simple shift that changes everything. The 3 power questions for growth. And these questions help you rise above the noise and reconnect with clarity, purpose, and forward motion. Okay, let's do part 1. Why most questions don't help us. When you're overwhelmed, your mind naturally goes protective. It searches for answers to question you can't answer. What if it doesn't work? What if I can't keep up with it? What if the customer says, no, I don't want it? What if I'm making the wrong decision? But of course, these questions don't have answers. They're just reactive questions, but they do one thing. They shrink your space to lead. They don't give clarity. They exhaust you. They trap you in loops that go round and round. So the first step is to simply reorganize that these questions are not your fault. They're your brain basically trying to protect you. But protection is not progress. And progress comes from questions that open space, realign your thinking, and bring you back to purpose. That's where the 3 power questions for growth come in. So part 2 is all about these questions. They kind of, I suppose, clear the clutter. They move you from reactive to strategic, and they reconnect you with what matters most. So let's walk through each one of these questions. Power question number 1. What does growth mean to me right now? This question gives direction because growth changes month to month, season to season, and wave to wave. When you don't define growth for this moment, uncertainty takes over. You chase comparisons, you push without purpose, you lose clarity, and you're on somebody else's growth path. So pause and define it. For growth for you, it might mean strengthening the foundations or improving the customer experience, freeing your time, building confidence, stabilizing your model, expanding impact. It doesn't matter what others think growth should be. Those big headlines like, I went to sleep for 7 seconds and made 7 million. It doesn't matter. The activity right now is to close your eyes and imagine your business 1 year from now. What do you see, feel, and hear? Write 2 lines starting with, for me, growth looks like. This is your direction. Power question number 2. Do I fully understand the value my business provides? And does everybody else? This question creates alignment. When your value is clear, decisions become easier, the team focuses, your customers feel seen, and your confidence really strengthens. When your value is unclear, everything feels heavier. Value is not your product. It's the difference your product makes in the people's lives, your customers. So ask yourself, what changes because of what I do, my work? What improves, becomes easier, or becomes possible? And does your team understand it? Do your customers feel it? Does your pricing reflect it? This question pulls you out of your self-doubt and back into purpose. So activity, Write one sentence. The difference we make is. You'll feel your clarity shift instantly. Right, power question number 3. Am I spending my time on what truly drives growth? And do I have the influence to make it happen? This question brings focus and control because many founders feel, overwhelmed, not from too much work, but from too many types of work. Your energy is spread, your influence can be diluted when this happens. So your activity is take today's to-do list and mark each item with the following: G for growth, R for routine, and X for reactive. Now look at those ratios. Where are you spending your power? Where should you be? This is one of the fastest ways to calm your mind and reset your week. Part 3. What happens when you use these questions? Well, when you use these 3 power questions consistently, space opens up. Your mind sort of stops spinning. Purpose becomes clearer. Your decisions really strengthen and your energy returns. In fact, your direction makes sense again. Your business feels like yours again, like you belong. You move from reaction to leadership, from overwhelm to clarity, and from doubt to grounded confidence. This is why we really work on those 3 power questions at Wyseminds, to ensure that you can align yourself now as a founder looking into this new year and beginning to plan. These 3 questions can begin to stabilize and clarify your mind to take that step forward. So before you come up with strategy, put yourself first, because growth begins with you. And if you want to find out more about the 3 power questions for growth, you can become a member of Wyseminds. The link is below. Or watch our webinar that I did on the 3 power questions to get your year off to the best start. I hope to see you on your growth journey. Have fun.